Well, they have a number of safety concerns, Ash, and I suppose what's happening here in the Northern Territory does highlight the discrepancy. When you look at what's happening in Victoria, what's happening in here is the complete opposite. Last week, the Education Minister, Selena Yubo, put out a statement early one morning saying that school would resume as normal at the end of the school holidays. Now, those school holidays end at the end of this week. So as of Monday, the plan at the moment here in the Northern Territory is for nothing to change, for school to go back as per normal. But that has caused a fair bit of anger and frustration, particularly amongst teachers. I spoke this morning to Jarvis Ryan from the Australian Education Union. He has done a survey of teachers here in the Northern Territory. Some 1,000 teachers have been surveyed. And just having a look at some of the concerns that they have, 55% say they have no confidence in the Northern Territory government in considering their health and safety. 66% say they feel unsafe about school resuming as normal next week. 50% say they would prefer to work from home until further notice. 82% say their workload has increased since the COVID-19 crisis began, and just 20% support the government's decision to open schools as normal. So it's fair to say that there is a great deal of anger and frustration among the teaching ranks. Here's a bit more of Jarvis Ryan explaining their concerns.
So we have very strong majorities of members saying they don't feel safe about going back to work. Just 1 in 5 of our members supported the proposition that schools should be open as normal, and more than half of them are saying they have no confidence at all that the government is considering their welfare and their health and safety when making decisions about school operations. We were completely blindsided when the government just announced out of nowhere schools would just open as normal next term, and also though giving parents the option to keep their kids at home. That's a major issue for us, both because we weren't consulted on it, but also what it means in terms of workload implications is effectively they're now saying teachers are going to have to deliver at least 2 modes of delivery.
I think Jarvis Ryan has a fair point there when he says the messaging has been quite confusing from the Northern Territory government. Ash, they cancelled the last week of school. They announced 4 pupil-free days so that teachers could prepare for online learning in Term 2. In the middle of those pupil-free days, they came out and said school would go back to normal, go back as normal at the beginning of Term 2. That was what the Education Minister said. A couple of hours later, the Deputy Chief Minister came out and said that nothing had changed and that it was the situation as it stood before. So it really has been a confusing situation, not only for teachers but for parents, and hopefully, as you've been saying, we get some more clarity after the National Cabinet today.
Matt Cunningham live in Darwin. Thank you.